So I'm super excited to have you back, Migle. As you know, the conversations we can spend hours and hours on talking about what is it that you do, how that ties into real estate investing and so forth. So I'm super excited to have you back again. Those of you that are on for the first time, thank you so much for joining us. And thank you everybody for being here for another live. And again, this is a collaborative event. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat below, and then when appropriate, we'll bring them up at the end. Of course, Miguel will leave some time for a Q&A. So the more questions you have, the better. I mean, this is something that and I do want to mention this is not financial advice, guys. This is not financial advice. This is something that, Miguel does for his clients. He also has helped a lot of my clients as well. Ironically, it's something that I've been doing while investing. It's worked for me. And once I saw Miguel do this, I was like, damn, we need to, have you come to the community, connect you with our people, because if it's something that I do and it works for me, I want to share it with everybody. However, I want to emphasize that you really have to be very responsible. It's not something
Mhm.
you should do anytime. It's not for everybody. Just be responsible, when doing this. However, if you can do it wisely, it will work. Just like any type of leverage, you just have to be responsible.
One of the big things that I have found when it comes to starting a business or investing, the biggest number one objection people have is, I just don't have the money to invest in it. I don't have the money to go like study, like, because you want to invest in your knowledge. People just don't have that money, right? And the whole idea of what I'm about to teach you guys here is just the idea of leverage. Like, if we could get the banks to fund us at 0% interest, whether we invest it into ourselves or a property, the whole idea is that asset is going to be able to appreciate cash flow, or you flip it, whatever, and get a return on it to where you can pay back the debt. And now you just keep that asset. It's appreciating, cash flowing, whatever you choose to do with it. And just for myself, I've used everything I'm about to teach you guys here, and I've gotten over $360,000 in 0% interest business credit cards just for myself. Why that's is important is if Chase is offering 2 0% cards here, Bank of America is offering 3 here, US Bank is offering 2 here, we could just stack a bunch of 0% business credit cards and put that towards our business. And to scale that even further, a cool little hack that a lot of people don't know is if you have multiple LLCs. So I tell my clients all the time, if you have this one LLC, I recommend just starting a second one. It doesn't need to be producing any sort of revenue, just have it so it can collect age. But if you have multiple LLCs, you can apply for the same card more than once. Like, I actually I have like, I think 4 Wells Fargo 0% business credit cards. Now I want to talk about the different other funding methods. And again, I'm not talking trash on any of these. I've used every single one of these. But different situations call for different funding strategies. Like I said, the more strategies you have, the more opportunity you're going to be able to get for yourself. So, number one, I'm going to go through kind of like the pros and cons for each of these. So, you have higher interest loans, you could dip into your savings, you could liquidate your assets and purchase another one, or you could give up equity of the business or the investment. The other option is giving up equity. Personally, this is probably my least favorite one is I don't want to be the one pouring my blood, sweat, and tears into a project, and then somebody just comes in, gives me some cash, and then now I got to give them like 20, 30, 40, 50%, whatever it is. But in some cases, it might be worth it. But I would like to try to keep as much of the pie to myself as possible, unless it makes sense to bring on a partner for something where they're able to do something that I can't do. Again, I told you guys in the beginning, I don't want you guys to use this. Like, please be responsible with this information. Again, like, it's not free money. It's debt, but it's the cheapest debt that you're ever going to get. So before you guys even come into this, you need to have a plan of action on how you're actually going to pay it back. I don't want to see you guys driving new cars or going on these lavish vacations and not having an asset to put it in. Because the idea is we're putting into an asset that's going to pay itself off so that the banks buy you an asset that's going to continue appreciating and cash flowing. So number one, always have a clear plan to pay off the debt before the 0% interest period expires. And here's just a couple of different ways we could do that given the real estate industry. So If you're doing like a fix and flip or a BRRR or something, right? You buy the property, it's dilapidated, you use the 0% for the down payment or the renovation and materials, right? That property is going to appreciate. So to pay back the 0% business credit cards, you could always take out a cash out refi or a home equity line of credit to pay back those cards. And now that debt's out of the way. You don't have to worry about it getting expired.
I mean, Migle is very experienced with this. I've personally been doing it for, my businesses and with some of the business partners that I work with, and I've realized, I've learned, and you got to understand what they're looking at, what you want to show them, and how you structure the business. Because especially real estate, if you're just going to go in real estate investing, they're probably going to turn their back on you. It's a higher risk, so there's ways to go about that, and that's why you want to work with someone that's done it, or a professional like Miguel on something like this.
Here up in Riverside, California. So they use 0% for the down payment for that. And she actually just hit me up this week. She got like a tax deed property out in like Michigan with the other money we got her. In total, we got like 170K, which was huge. Cool. Okay. So here's the free sauce that I promised in the beginning. So this is for the people, their credit isn't the best. It still needs to be optimized. So if you're new to credit or the profile is just thin, here are my recommendations, and actually the sequence of order on the way we want to go is we want to, if your profile is thin, start off with a secured credit card. You could have horrible credit and still get approved. Basically, a secured credit card is like a debit credit. It's like a debit card that builds up your credit. Let's say on LLCA, I got 50K, right? I paid it off, and then I applied for another 50K using LLCB. I could transfer 40K from this LLC over to this one. So 40 plus 50 is 90K. Now you have 90K at no interest, almost 100K, which is huge. The last thing is AMEX. They allow you to transfer personal limits to the business credit card. So let's say you get a 20K personal credit card with AMEX, and let's say you get 20K on the business credit card. You could transfer 15K of the personal over to the business. So 20 plus 15 is 35K at no interest. They do their liquidation service. You swipe the credit card and then they transfer the money back to you minus their 6%. And that's how you get the down payment. So when I did my very first fix and flip, I obviously didn't want to sell my crypto to get into it. So what did I do? Is I opened 2 different credit cards. I went through the liquidation process, and then I used that 75K as the down payment to get into my very first fix and flip.
100%. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, heck yeah. Thank you guys again for lending me your eyes, ears, and attention. I really hope that this was valuable for you guys. Thank you to Alex for building out this awesome community. Like, you guys, this guy's an absolute savage in this. Like, I've sent him, they didn't even like buy from him or anything, but I just sent him people who were interested in learning, and he just like helped them out to the fullest. And it's awesome to be able to connect with people who actually are really passionate about it. So definitely talk to Alex about his experience. Carlos is in here as well. He's been a past client of mine as well. So if you guys want to hear how it's worked out, or just use cases, or just real estate investing in general, definitely talk to them. They're a huge source of knowledge, and I'm just very blessed and grateful to be here to share with you guys what I'm passionate about, and hopefully it helps you guys out in the long run as well.
Awesome. Thank
Awesome.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.